Hi, I'm Mehreen Gandhi and today we have with us the Volvo C40 Recharge. Now you must be wondering why I'm walking towards the back, because that's the main highlight of this car. So all the jazz of the car is actually right back here. Like the bootleg spoiler here is really sporty, along with these two tiny spoilers at the top. I'm just wondering, because of this jazz, how much are we compromising on the boot space? But overall the front does have quite a minimalistic design, unlike the back that has a lot going on. But at the front is pretty clean, which looks pretty nice. Now let's come to the side of the car. At the side it's got these 19-inch aerodynamic 5-spoke alloy wheels. These are diamond cut alloy wheels. They add quite some character to the side. Also it's a dual tone with the mirrors and the roof. That also adds quite a contrast. It's got this cladding also at the side. But overall the side also does take the minimalistic design element ahead, just that it changes at the back. So as you can see at the back, it has this tire kept here. So usable boot space is not very much, and like I told you, because of the sloping roof line, it does make it quite compact at the back. So at the back, it isn't that spacious. For me it's fine, but someone above 6 feet would have an issue with the headroom because of the sloping roof line. But overall for me, I find it very comfortable. There's enough leg room. The windows are a little shallow for me. It feels like looking through a pothole because the door is quite huge and still the window is really tiny. So that will make you slightly claustrophobic at the back. Talking about the middle person, coming in the middle, obviously this transmission tunnel will be an issue. Although it's a born electric, but it's based on the XC40 platform. So it does have this transmission tunnel, which will be a hurdle for someone sitting in the middle for sure. So right here there are these two cup holders with the handrest, which is nice. Two AC vents. It also has these two USB-C ports right here. A lot of twos here, and it does have this little net-like thing. But that's about it. Very minimal on the interior. So the interior is very identical to the XC40. Most of the inserts, even the furry bits, they're all pretty similar. Most of the interior is made up of recyclable material. Like the carpets have 71 plastic bottles that go into making it, which is great. Even the seats are completely 100% recyclable material, and they still feel quite good, but a little too plasticky for my taste. There's a lot of plastic everywhere. The interior is a lot for people who don't usually like a lot of buttons, because it's very simple on the interior. It does go with the overall minimal look of the car. Talking about practicality, it has a lot of space. It's great on space actually. Here also there's a lot of space. You have a little trash bin here. The really good addition. Two cup holders. You will even have space for your phone right here. That's great. Usually the phone's like everywhere. I really like the sides that are furry, because when you put bottles, it doesn't make that noise when it gets hit on the side. So that's a really good addition here. So on the design element, it has this backlit decor, which is really nice. This does make it look very earthy, like a foresty look. It's got this huge UV protected glass roof. Looks quite nice. But unfortunately it's not a proper panoramic sunroof. It can't open, but it still does make it feel a little more airy. The digital cluster is quite huge, which is really nice, but it doesn't offer too many customizations, probably sticking to the minimal look of the car. The infotainment system is just like any other Volvo. It's got built-in Google and the navigation and all, it's very up to date. So that's a very big plus. Now you come to the settings right here. You go into driving. There's only one drive mode available, which is off-road, and the pedal drive, which we'll talk about once we drive. So apparently if we click on this steering feel form, it will make the steering a little more heavier, but that we'll get to know once we go for the drive. So overall the infotainment system is very easy to use. It doesn't have too much going on, which is a good thing for a change. Now let's take this for a drive. It's got a 78 kilowatt battery pack and churns out 408 horsepower, 660 Newton meters of torque, and it goes 0 to 100 in 4.7 seconds. We obviously cannot try that here. We are in Lonavala and it's raining a lot since quite some time, and the potholes are quite there, so I've already started feeling the stiffness. But compared to other EVs, it is way better. The top speed is limited to 180 and the WLTP range is about 530. So you can expect 400 to 450 real world, which is also really good. Also, it's quite heavy. Usually, again, EVs are, because of their batteries, quite heavy. So that also it feels slightly heavier. So the suspension is a little stiff for me. But it's still, compared to other EVs, it is quite good. The light steering is easy to drive. I'm actually sitting quite, I forgot to tell you guys, the seat also is quite upright and seats you very much higher than a lot of other cars, and I have a great view. The steering is pretty light, but you do have an option to make it heavier. You just go into driving and steering feel firm. I also really want to try the one pedal drive. Here it's a Sunday in Lonavala, so obviously there's a lot of traffic. I'm pretty sure that one pedal drive would be helpful or should be helpful. It is a Volvo, so of course you're going to feel really safe in the car anyway, but they do have the level 3 ADAS, so it makes you feel even more safer, and Volvo is known for its safety anyway. All said and done, it actually just boils out to the price. If it's priced around its cousin, the XC40 Recharge, then I think it would be quite a hit, especially with the Volvo buyers who love this brand. But if it's priced higher than that, I think it might be left in your shortlisted list. Overall, the car is really great. So let's wait for what the price tag is.